Hi there. Welcome to this week live. And I want to start by asking you a question. Have you ever seen those adverts that tells you that you can literally create a website in minutes? And you can also create website in few seconds by dragging few things out on the website and be able to see your website come alive. You simply need to put few things around and drag things around and boom, you got a website. Have you seen those adverts? Now, in today's conversation, in today's live stream, we are going to talk about how you, in an AI world, still get a website that converts. Yes, AI can build website now, but what about building clients? What would actually helps you get client work done? Let's get into that. What are the things AI can help us to achieve? We can basically write website copies with AI, design with AI, and do all sorts of amazing stuff with AI, build the entire website. But here is where it's still lacking gaps. When you build a website that is AI generated, your website would still be struggling to drive traffic. So why isn't your website bringing in clients, even with the tools and possibility that is available to you? When things happen like this, the first thing is to blame technology. Maybe the type of AI you use in creating your website is the problem, but usually the issue doesn't always be technology or any AI. So pointing fingers on who is at fault would not really fix the problem. Now, what happened when AI generates your website or creates your website? You become generic designs, and how that happens is because AI is going to actually use the existing design that is already there and kind of shows you options, and you choose what you want, and then give you, and any other person can pick that design as well. So it's not unique to you, it's very generic. And sometimes it become unclear who you help and what problem you're actually solving because of the tools you use and how AI things work to help you create website. It's fast, it's simple, it's easy, but it doesn't give you that clarity that helps you turn visitor into paying client. Now, how does website visitor actually use website? If you go to Google and type in anything, what you see is the AI overview, which actually shows you the snippet of the details of the answer to your question. But when you scroll down to that AI mood overview, it kind of shows you the source material they're using to generate that content for you. And you will still see website links. Okay. You'll see website links. So that shows that for a visitor to actually make the commitment to click the link to visit a website, to actually look around the website and make decision, that website would need to have clarity straight away. So visitors leave website because they don't immediately understand the value. So you want your website to still shows the clarity and the value straight away, even though the content is being generated, even though Google now have AI generated mood, which allow people to kind of have details of what they want before they eventually visit the website. Now, how can you spot a website that is generated by AI? It's not that AI generated website on its own is a bad thing, but where it looks like you are saying the same thing everyone else is saying, any company can claim to be helping businesses to grow with a lot of innovative solutions. So if your website is using those generic terms to describe the solution or the solution you are offering to the marketplace, then your website is generic and it's not going to help you turn visitors to clients. Now, when visitors respond better to what they search, either they're using AI tool to search for their information or they are actually looking for this information directly on Google, what helps them make decision is if the website has specific outcome, not fake promises. So that's how you can use your website to stand out, whether you're generating from AI or building it from the scratch. The most important thing is the website clear? Does it give better user experience? Is it specific enough to help your website visitors know the outcome they're gonna get when they stick around, browse through your website, and make decision? Now, how do website visitors now become clients in an AI world? How do they make decision? How do they know whether to stay on Google reading the AI mood overviews, content of what you are asking for, or actually click the link to visit a website. What do you need to do so that Google not just rank your website, but prioritize your website as a part of reference and resources is showing up when people use AI to look for information? Clarity is the key, is what build confidence. So if you go to chat and put in few questions to be able to give you answer, it's going to bring out all the answer out for you. But down below, it will show you the sources of that information. And those are website links. So your website could be indexed into AI generating chats as well, so that your website becomes the relevant content that AI chat system is using to show people information. So even though people don't go to Google Direct to find information, they go to any chat generated content to go to find information. Your website become that relevant source where AI sources depend on. Okay, so you need to make your website absolutely clear. You need to be relevant to a specific target audience. You need to be able to explain the problem it's solving and be clear on who you help. That is how your website can stand out in an AI generated website world. Now, this conversation is not about is AI better than Google search engine. It's about using those tools in a way that helps you turn visitor into paying client. So tools like Chat GPT and Google search engines, all of them discover information faster. So whatever method you use in searching for information, they do helps you find information faster. Your job as a website owner is to be able to make your website in such a way that it's provide information fast enough, and also the information is providing is relevant to the content that people are looking for, and then will make your website to become the resources that any AI tools will be depending on to give people the information. And that is how you make your website stand out. Yes, AI do great website and it do help people get online really quick, but website is still relevant today because people will be using website to make decision. That's where people evaluate more details about what people do, understand your services more, and make decision on who to hire. So your website become that trust link between content that people are reading now online and the decision they need to make. So you can stand out even in an AI generated website. You can still make your website stand out and do what you need to do to help you turn visitor into paying client. So the point is not to be scared of, oh my God, AI is now helping us create website really fast. The focus point should be, is your website standing out in an AI world? That should be the main key things you want to analyze when you're looking at your website. How can your website stand out? How can your website become that resources that chat and any other any other chat machine is using? Your website needs to become a resources for AI to use. Now we have a 5-minute activity exercise that you are going to do to help your website stand out in an AI world. What do you need to do in a system where things are moving really fast? A lot of technology are coming out, a lot of ways of doing things are coming out, which is making the world of digital marketing more exciting because you now have more option, more flexibility to get your work out there and get online really quick because the resources is now more readily available. But that also puts you a challenge on how you're going to stand out. So now we're going to do a 5-minute exercise where you want to help your website stand out in this fast-paced world. So we're going to start with your homepage headline because your homepage is the first page that people will likely see if they Google your business. They're going to see your face page where your domain name is associated with. So how you can do that is to use the 3-second rules to make sure that your homepage headline, the point that they say before the scroll actually stand out, is not generic. So you can literally rewrite your website above 4 section in 5 minutes. Just pick one thing on your homepage that you're going to fix today and log into your website and actually ask yourself, can people come into your website and seeing the headline of your homepage make decision based on that without the scroll? If you can answer that question with clarity, then it shows that your homepage headline needs a bit of work, and it can literally take you 5 minutes to rewrite who you help, how you help them, and what you want them to do. In that way, it makes people feel safe when they land on your website, and it also makes your website not to look generic, but have clarity And that is where people actually stay on the page and make decisions. So what should your on-page clarity look like? So it's a 5-minute exercise. What exactly should you be doing with your on-page upper above fold section of the website? And that is a section that people usually see before the scroll. What could you do there? You simply use that section. It could be a sentence or two to describe who you help, what problem you solve, and which of your offer is going to do that, and what is the next step for them. That information needs to be seen on a screen before the scroll. Okay, before people scroll down the page, that information needs to be absolutely clear. That make people feel safe, make people stick around and take the right action you want them to do. Another thing you could do on your own page, and this is another 5-minute activity. Your job is to pick one of the activity and go ahead and just fix your own page. Is to have who is this for section, because there are so many generic content out there on the internet. You want your website visitor to instantly know that they are in the right place. And how you do that is to have a very highly highlighted section, well designed, well stand out layout that shows people who is this for. Your services need to include your target audience. You need to call them out and they need to hear you speak to them. And when they do that, they connect with your website and they're likely going to know that, okay, you got their back, you done your own work, and you make your content to stand out in their eyes straight away. The next section you want to add on your own page is how it works section. So how it works talks about your processes of how you deliver the solution, because anybody can claim to offer the same thing, but how you work is what would either make your client feel overwhelmed or make your client feel clear and structured in such a way that it takes away the overwhelm and actually shows them what they need to do. So people feel more confident when they understand the process. So what is your process of helping your client at that sections? So now you have gotten 3 things to do that can take you literally 5 minutes to get that done on your own page. One is to look at the upper full section of your website, the headlines, and see that it's clear on who you help and what problem you solve. 2 is to go to the middle section of your page to add things like who is this for. And in that section, you clearly explain who you want to help and how you help them. And also the third activity you can do today is to add how does this work. Add your process to your own page so that people get clearly how you're going to help them. In that way, it takes away the overwhelm and focus them on the clarity they need to take action. The next thing you want to add to your own page is to show the real example of your work. The world, we now have a lot of AI generated content, but real experiences build trust. When people see that you are a real person helping real people get real solution, the confidence grows and they're going to stick around and kind of read more about what you do. So add your real work, client related work experience to your own page to help people build trust with your website. And what is the key takeaway from today's live is that AI can help you build a website quickly. With that fast pace come a generate content, generic content. You believe I couldn't even pronounce the word. So it comes generic content, and generic content and designs can make your website to, even though it rank high on Google, not to convert because it looked like any other website on the internet. So visitors choose your website over other website when it does have these 4 outstanding qualities. And that is, it's clear on who you help and how you help them and what the process is. And it explains your expertise of how you can help them really well. It shows real examples of real people that you have helped and have a clear next step action that they need to take. How can I help you if your website is clear only to you? Because sometimes you are into your web, like you are the one that own your website, you know in and out of how things were created on your website. So to you, your website is clear. But the question is it confusing to your website visitors? Can people go to your website and immediately see who you help, how you help them, and what action they should take? Does your designs and your ranking and your keyword, does everything work together to help you turn visitor into paying client? If you cannot answer that question with 100% confidence, then you need my done for you website conversion audit. This is not just an average audit, it's an audit that not just look at design and ranking and keywords, but actually shows you what exactly needs to be fixed in order for you to improve your website, not just for user experience, but to turn website visitor into paying client. So if you would like me to look at your website and helps you figure this out, and not just figure it out, but help you implement the right thing at the right place, so that you don't just own a website, but own the one that convert, book your done for you website audit. The link is in the comments. Feel free to visit my website and book your call. So that's it for today. Whatever you are doing, if you have any question, put your question in the comments. I do read them and I will respond to them for you and help you structure your website in such a way that it stands out in a fast-paced AI-generated website world. Keep the dream on your website alive, and I'm Iyene Udom, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.